Okay, so what we have here is the inside of that Emerson 5-inch color TV. Back up so you can see a little better here. I went ahead and removed the top cover. All the controls stayed clear. All I had to do was just pull off these little switches that mount right up in here. And as you can see, it's a very compact little thing. It's got a nice little ferrite rod antenna for the AM. I'm pretty sure that there's a those three terminals are a pot for a variable resistor type tuner, you know, on the integrated circuit. I actually have a schematic for this thing that was included in the package with the owner's manual, which is kind of neat. It uses a power transformer. I was kind of shocked to see that. That's nice. Nice big power transformer on it. Why did I open it up? Well, primarily because I've got to glue some little metal tangs that glue right into this area here. And that's the part I was talking about before that holds this top piece. I actually have to glue them on to here. Sorry. They glue up into here, and they mate with this hole right here. And of course the problem is it's not a precision fit over here, so I'm going to have to use some kind of glue that's got a little bit of give so I can glue it in place. If it's not exactly right, I can just tighten the screws and let it glue set up, and hopefully it'll be okay. I mean, the problem is that I'm not exactly sure how to position those plates. It didn't seem to make any, it didn't have like a fixed spot, stopping point, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that a little bit. But while I have it off, I couldn't help but notice that there are these drive pots down here. That first one says, you probably can't read it, but that first one says R drive, G drive, R cutoff, G cutoff, B cutoff. So R drive and green drive, I guess they just run the blue wide open, and I'm assuming, you know, I don't know. I'll probably take a look at the schematic and see exactly how these are hooked up, because I'm looking for, like, typically you would have a screen drive that you would set up. You know, you want to get the low lights controlled with the drives, and the highlights controlled with the screens. Well, that's old school stuff. I don't know how this works, so I might have to fiddle around with this a little bit and try to see if I can figure out how to set the grayscale up. But clearly that's got something to do with it. The one thing I other noticed, and maybe some of you people who have worked on this before might enlighten me a little bit, but I couldn't help but to notice there's this big, like 8 UF 150 volt cap right here. See that big black one right there? Well, there's like, I don't know if it comes in there. There you can kind of see it. See that, like a brownish goo? Now, my guess is that's some kind of adhesive. I tried to see if I could get any conductivity like on it to see if it was. I've heard that sometimes these adhesives can become conductive, but I couldn't use my multimeter to see that. I don't know if that's a good way to test or not. And the cap is this Luxon cap, which I have to admit I'm not familiar with. It's a 8.2 UF 50 volt. 8.2 UF 50 volt. Okay, anyway, it seems awfully big. I guess it's polarized. I guess it's electrolytic. That's kind of, it's got to be electric. I don't get that. 8.2 UF 50 volt. That thing's a monster. I mean, I have a 10 UF at 160 volts right here. Compare that to that size. So again, I'm not sure what's going on. No dust on this thing. I'm sure this thing's new old stock. There's absolutely not a hint of dust in here. I can't see any other of that glue on any of these other caps. So I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, there's the insides of it for inquiring minds. I'm going to plug this thing in and play around with those pots a little bit, see if I can get that grayscale. Remember, it had like a little bit, it had tiniest bit of a greenish tinge that I didn't care for. So we're going to work on that next. And I'm going to fix this, get those metal plates fixed so I can put those screws. And that's the only thing that really suffered was the glue break from the metal plate that slides right up in there and it's glued on there. I could literally see the dried up glue. Well, that's it for the guts. More later.